I'm sharing the biggest Instagram stories hack, and it has to do with hashtags. So keep watching. Welcome back, and today in this video we're talking about Instagram stories and this one particular hack that is really going to help to actually increase your visibility, increase your followers, and start generating leads. And it has to do with hashtags. So let's get started. Recently, if you have not watched yet my Instagram algorithm video right here, it actually talks to you a little bit more in depth as to what Instagram is prioritizing. And right now, Instagram is prioritizing stories and IGTV videos. Also, make sure that you look at this video over here because this one talks about really in-depth IG stories hacks that you probably haven't even started using yet, and there's one in particular that is really amazing. But now I'm going to talk about the hashtags on Instagram stories. So there is a total of 10 hashtags that you can use on Instagram stories. But there's a trick here. So I want to share my screen here with you. And one of the reasons why I'm sharing my screen is because a lot of times, and in the past, I've been guilty of doing this over and over and over again in the past year. And since the algorithm changed, there has been some changes to the way that we use hashtags. Traditionally, I would copy and paste the hashtags onto the story and then literally squeeze them to death until that you could no longer see them, and I could actually hide them somewhere or completely move them off the screen. Well, here's the problem with this. The Instagram, since the update, is now no longer reading hashtags that are not visible or legible. So make sure that you keep your Instagram hashtags on your stories. Remember, up to 10 hashtags, and make sure that you keep them legible. Now, I know what you're saying. You're like, Jay, that's 10 hashtags that are literally going to distract my cohesiveness in my story, or where can I hide them so they don't make my story look just junky or like I've got a bunch of stuff on this story. So my recommendation is that if you have stickers or if you're writing text, hide them behind text, stickers, images. And as I said before, I'm linking in the cards the IG stories video because this is going to give you in depth on how to use your own personal pictures as stickers on your stories. For this particular video, we're only focused on hashtags and appearing on hashtags. Why is this so important, and why am I dedicating a whole entire video to literally just hashtags and making sure that I hide my hashtags behind? It's because hashtags really help to get you discovered. Hashtags allow you to really get on the Explore page. And if you notice my previous video regarding the Instagram algorithm, again, I'll link the link in the cards. It talks about how stories are now being set to the Explorer page, and that gives you the ability to be found through your stories. And as I said before, that means that Instagram is just prioritizing stories rather than posting on your feed and receiving likes, because as I've talked about before on my channel, Instagram is really focused on deleting likes. They're really focused on creating engagement, and they're really prioritizing user engagement and activity amongst each other, specifically conversations on the platform. All right, so I want to show you one last trick in how to hide your hashtags on your Instagram stories. As we take a look right here, here's another little trick that you can use to get away from getting your hashtags to clutter up your stories, as well as just make them look like junky. And it's a really neat way to hide your hashtags. What you're gonna do is you're gonna throw up a colored screen, and if you don't know how to do that, make sure to keep on watching the rest of my Instagram for Business playlist, because that playlist actually talks about how to create colored backgrounds for your stories. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy and paste my hashtags into my story like normal. Then I'm going to select with the color picker the same color as my background, and voila, they completely disappear. So no matter what I put on top of it or what text I put on top of it, pictures, images, or stickers that I use, or GIFs that I use, you will not be able to see the hashtags that I use, but I will be actually found through hashtag search, through the stories for that specific hashtag, and maybe even on the Explorer page. Alright guys, so as I was saying before, I hope that you really enjoy this hashtag trick. Right now in the comments below, let me know if you knew about this specific trick about hiding the hashtags using the same color font as your background. Pretty amazing. So comment right now and let me know, because I'd love to know if this is something that you already know or something that you really didn't know. I'm trying to make sure that whenever I come on my channel that I'm always giving you things that you still haven't figured out yet, or that it's something completely new and on trend. And as we continue talking about hashtags, the reason why this video is so important and why I'm focusing on talking about hashtags on the stories, on IG stories, it's because I've actually seen an incredible growth. I've grown literally in the past 7 days, and I've grown over 100 followers in 7 days. And one of the reasons why is because I honestly stopped posting so much on my feed. I used to post every single day. I think at the most right now, I'm posting 1 to 2 posts a week, on a good week. But I'm posting anywhere between 3 to maybe up to 7 stories a day, even going live or just uploading video clips, and really using engagement markers such as the poll stickers and all the different kinds of stickers. But I think the key here is that every single post that I put on stories is actually generating leads and creating new followers and new people to come and visit my profile, and it's getting me discovered through the use of hashtags on Instagram stories. Alright guys, if you guys really love this hack, I hope that you give this video a thumbs up and you actually share it with someone else. Como siempre, mi gente, make sure to like and subscribe as I bring you weekly videos that teach you how to create a personal brand by mastering your mindset, making your mark, and marketing it on social media. Nos vemos la próxima semana.